Hello, my name's Nina Schofield and today I'm going to be taking you through a list of 10 Katy Perry songs that should have been singles. So starting at number 10, we're taking a song from Katy's newest record, which is Witness. Now with Witness, I'm not sure that this was a fan favourite, but personally I felt there are a lot of strong songs on there. Maybe some of the singles that she did release weren't as strong as some of the songs that we're going to have a look at. The first of which is called Deja Vu. What I love about Deja Vu is its incredible vocal production, the catchiness of the chorus, and the idea behind the lyrics. Let's have a little listen to some of my favourite bits. Love that swish. Love that melody. Ooh, deja vu. Those two melodies are like a call and response between themselves. Ooh, they're so similar but just in a different part of the octave, and I love that uniqueness of the movement. I think it's great. What I really like about this song as well is the kind of 90s throwback in the production. Before it goes into the chorus, it does the... If you listen to that bass line in the chorus as well, it's so cool. And her backing vocals in this section are doing a ha ha, which is pretty special. Should have been a single. Song number 9 that should have been a single also comes from the Witness era. It's called Roulette. Such a unique synth sound, isn't it? That intro just makes me think of 90s Europop again. So initially when I heard this, I wasn't totally drawn to it, but when we reached the chorus, I realised how strong the actual melody was, and that kind of hooked me in. What I love about that chorus is there's a lot of space in it, so you have the initial like roulette, oh, when I close my eyes. I love that. There's little blocks of space in between each of the melodies, which just shows how strong each of those melodies are. In order to create a chorus, you've got to have some hooks, and hooks they are. This verse is great. She's got the layers of the octaves between her vocals. That's one of my other favourite bits. Like roulette, oh. All of the added vocals and ad-libs are chosen with care in this song. They're not just kind of thrown in. There's a real meaning behind each one. Single number 8 comes from the album PRISM. What a great album PRISM is. I mean, when we look back at some of Katy's older albums, it is difficult to choose album type tracks. Like, a lot of them do feel like singles, so I had to be quite mean with myself and kind of cut a lot of songs. This is, after all, a list of only 10, but the first one had to be Ghost. Love that dreamy synth. You sent a text. It's like the wind changed your mind. I think this is what Katy is best at, is doing a kind of conversational pop song that has a lot of emotion behind it. And I know I won't be alone in saying that one of her albums carried me through a really bad breakup. And I think that's because there's so much thought behind her lyrics, and they really tell a story that you can relate to. You can put yourself into the situation of what she's singing about, and this song definitely does that. We've got a real 4 to the floor here. This is a great chorus because there are lots of different sections to it. So we've got the "No, you're just a ghost," and then we've got the response to that, "When I look back, never could have known that," and we have that, but then we have another section which is the So we've got our first part of our chorus and then we go into this second section. So it's like there's a sort of part A and part B of the chorus, which I really like. So she has her backing vocal come in there before the actual main line does. So she's saying, I'll be alright, I'll be alright, which is very cool. I just love it. I think the arrangement of this song is beautiful. Song number 7 comes from another of her fantastic older records, which is Teenage Dream. This has to be one of the greatest pop records of ever. And again, it's another one of those songs where you can really feel what Katy was feeling when she wrote it, and it takes you to a little kind of bubble in time. I think every time I listen to it, it does anyway. And that's Circle the Drain. Super heavy on that electric guitar, and now we've got these drums as well. It's great. I think the chorus of this is so hard-hitting and gritty, and I love that she doesn't shy away from talking about really heavy subjects. Even on a pop record, these are heavy subjects. You know, she's got her fun, happy songs, but something like this with a bit more grit, a bit more drama is necessary, I think, to show a full picture of an artist, and I think Katy's done that amazingly with this song. And all the way through we've got this dun 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 dun, but there's a few prettier kind of twinkly little sounds going on, so there's a bit of contrast between the two as well. Everything's melting. And this ending, beautiful, and that little chord change at the end as well. So there's, you know, there's kind of a layer of darkness and a layer of light in that song, and it works really well together. Now, it was really difficult for me to choose all of the ballad type songs to go on this list because there are quite a few that I am a massive fan of. So I kind of had to cut one of them that I really like from Witness, which was Saver's Draft, which I think is absolutely amazing. So special shout out to that one. But instead I chose Into Me You See for our slot number 6. We have this fade in entry on this song. I built a wall so high no one could reach. Into me you see, open sesame. And that lyric, you break me wide open, open sesame. Again, I think that's something that only Katy could say. Open sesame is kind of a sort of fun throwaway type thing, and it's in this really big, heavy sounding ballad that, although it has a happy message, basically, you know, she's found this guy that sees her for who she is, it's still a sort of blasé lyric, but it really works. I think Katy's phrasing is often a little different to what you kind of expect on a record, and this is one of those words that she makes fit somehow. Was my own worst enemy. So one of my favourite parts of this particular song is the delivery, the vocal delivery in the middle 8 section going into the end of the song when Katy's singing Just Stay Open. I think her vocal sounds phenomenal in this part. Just stay open, just stay open. There's a kind of a cry on her voice, and it's just a really emotional sounding song, and she just performs it amazingly. Intimacy. We're heading back to the PRISM era now to look at track number 5, which is called International Smile. This is a classic Katy Perry pop song, and I couldn't not include it on the list. It's that teenage dream style. I feel like that's what maybe they were going for with this song. Because if you think about that melody, da, 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 that takes me back to you make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. and I am all for that. I love how this chorus goes up, because she's got that one international smile. I love that. It's such a great contrast between Katy's real chest voice going up into those lovely higher vocals. I love the fact that they use a lot of electric guitar in this song, and there's a sort of real sounding drum kit, and it feels like a real uplifting song with real instrumentation. Obviously there are synths as well, but it's the mix that counts. Beautiful. A very low Daft Punk vibes. What a song! Number 4 on the list also comes from PRISM, but from the deluxe version. This is one of my favourite songs of all time, possibly. It's called Choose Your Battles, and it's one of those songs that I really relate to lyrically. Again, it's got a kind of darker influence. This song is made up of 3 different sections. We've got this darker Cynthia sort of verse, and then we move into this pre-chorus where we're really getting to understand that the person that she's fighting with is actually her partner, and you know, if you're in a partnership, it should be a partnership, not a battle. And so the music kind of moves on as well. In each section it just moves a little further on, and I think each section of lyrics really fits with the music that's underneath it. Choose your battles, babe. Honestly, I can't listen to this without getting a little bit emotional. I think it's how tribal sounding those drums are, and I really got something from this chorus. Nice movement. But of course, when we reach the middle 8 of this song, we have this explosion of sound, and suddenly she reaches up into these new heights of her vocal, and to me it's a real climax of the song. Here we go. And this interweaving of both sections. In complete contrast to that, we're heading back to Teenage Dream and my number 3 track, which is Peacock, a proper pop song. I feel like because this one's a little risque that perhaps it wouldn't have been accepted into radio, which is why it wasn't chosen as a single, but my god, is it catchy. I wanna see you peacock, cock, you peacock, cock, gonna show me magical, colorful, Mr. Mystery. What's great about this is obviously it's quite a fun song, but the actual writing of the verses is really good. Like, it has a real flow to it, a real momentum and movement. And this synth, this hard-hitting snare. When I put this on my list, I was like, oh, I love that song, definitely going to do that. And I haven't listened to it in ages. Just listening to it now is making me realise how good it is. It's so good. I like that it has a double chorus as well. We have these, come on baby, let me see what you hiding underneath sections, and then the, I wanna see your peacock. I can't say that with a straight face. There's a phasing sound going on here. So the phasing is when you have this kind of, that's the best way I can explain it. It's the perfect amount of fun and summer vibes and Katy Perry. This is a Katy Perry classic. Should have been a single. Okay, song number 2 on my list. Let's all relax. Let's get a little bit more calm now because we're going back into a ballad. This song is called By the Grace of God, and honestly, it is one of the most emotional pop records that I've ever heard. that piano gives us a little insight into what the actual melody is going to be. The right hand bit of the piano, dun 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 dun. You can hear what the melody is going to be.
Was 27 surviving my return to Saturn, running on empty, so out of gas.
Beautiful delays and reverb. This line gets me.
Laying on the bathroom floor.
Here we go. This is a big ballad, isn't it? And the lyrical content, you know, she has gone to the darkest place. One of my favourite lines on this record is, I knew I had to stay, which, taken out of context, doesn't really mean anything, but in the midst of this song is a heavy lyric and gives me the shivers when I think about it. You know, this is a really hard-hitting subject that she's talking about, and she's pulled herself back together basically in doing this song. That's what I feel like.
Looked in the mirror and decided to stay. Take me out.
Got the chills.
That way.
So now we've got this military feel coming in the middle eight, which I think is where we start to see the turnaround in Katy's sort of view of life and how she's recovering, and that is kind of like the army is building, you know? Amazing. Song number 1 is from the album Teenage Dream, and we're staying mood down. This song is called Not Like the Movies, and it's kind of criminal that it wasn't a single. It's the same with a couple of the ballads really that Katy's done on her albums, because I think that sometimes people might write her off as just a pop princess, but yes, she has that side to her, but she also has this other side where she can really be someone that you relate to and that gets you through hard times. And I wish that people who maybe write her off or who haven't listened to the records would hear these songs, because they mean so much to me, and I'm sure they mean so much to a lot of you. And I know that they would speak to more people if they had had a larger platform. Beautiful intro.
As they say, you know when you know. For even dreaming that I could.
So that's pretty special, because she's not waiting around for a bar to finish. She just goes straight into the last part of that pre-chorus. And the lyrics here are speaking to us, you know. She's not sure if she's with the one, and she doesn't feel the way that she's been told that she should, and we're all leading up into this chorus.
If it's not like the movies.
Which is particularly special with the introduction of this bum 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 bum, which is, I believe, on some kind of stringed instrument. I'm trying to think what, but my mind's gone blank. Anyway, it's a nice plucked little thing.
That's how it should be, yeah.
Oh no, I got it. Actually what's happening is there's the pluck of the string, and then we have the piano continuing the melody. Dun, 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 dun.
And that's just the beginning.
And then we have these drums coming in. They're very muted, and they just come into focus as the song continues.
Wait for it. He'll be the one that finishes your sentences. If it's not like the movie.
Do you know what I like about that is it got all kind of swishy and mushy in that second verse, and then as soon as we hit the chorus there was a clarity, and I think that that's what Katy wanted to get across in what she's saying. If it's not like the movies, that's how it should be.
You're looking for me.
Orlando Bloom.
Perfectly for me, you see.
Beautiful.
Just like the movie.
There's a very heavy reverb and delay on that piano, which makes this really magical sound.
It's not like the movie. feel.
Got that wall of backing vocals, and my favourite bit.
And it's just the beginning.
Beautiful! Beautiful! Honestly, so many good songs. If you haven't listened to Katy Perry's albums, then go and listen. I assure you, you will find songs on there that you like, even if you haven't enjoyed some of her singles so far. So that was my list of 10 Katy Perry songs that should have been single releases. Did you agree with the list? Were there some songs that you felt were missing? Let me know in the comments box below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. And I'll see you again very soon for another reaction or review video. Love you guys. Bye.